GG.
Alright, awesome. Sub 115, not sub 114, unfortunately. Is that a TB? It is a 7-second PB. Okay.
Nice.
Anyways.
Nice.
Thank you everybody for watching. I'm gonna send you to the next runner. This is my final run in the relay, but the relay will keep going for like 2 more days. So follow the raid train for the next 2 days for more relay stuff. I'll see you later.
Yo, welcome in everyone. Thank you for all the good lucks and stuff. Good night, SpaghettiOs. Thanks for stopping by for the 8 minutes of stream that you saw. Unfortunately, this is a late one.
Is this late or early for you?
This is very middle of the night for me. It's 4:30 a.m. right now.
But have you slept or did you wake up early?
I've got like 2 hours of sleeping. So we're gonna see how this goes. But I mean, it's my fault for messing up the time zone, so I deserve it.
Well, yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll catch you later.
Yeah, see you later. GG on the run again.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for the good lucks, everyone. I had to stay up for this run. Force, I really admire the dedication, man. I respect it. I respect the hustle. Hopefully this will be a good run. We're ahead by 1:20.27 right now. Not bad, not bad. What was the time for this game in the 2020 relay? I'm expecting to have slightly slower loads because I'm local recording, as well as streaming. Hopefully it doesn't affect it too much, and hopefully I have enough space on my PC. It was a 3:10.47. Right. Okay, we should beat that. Something will have to go pretty badly wrong for us to not beat that. But yeah, no, this should be a good run. Once we get past the slow 1-1. I'm looking forward to this. I'm a lot more awake than I thought I would be right now. Nice, good start. Who's after me after this run? It's DJ Ortho, right? It's LCU.
Yeah.
Cool. Good stuff. Yeah, so what we're comparing at the moment is average. I'm actually going to compare against latest, because latest splits are 1 minute underestimate RTA. So if I can pace latest, then we are doing rather good. Yeah, I might stay up to watch the LCU any percent after this. Got to get some of those extended chickens in. Who doesn't love an extended chicken glide? Yeah, extended chicken glides are the best. Woo, 0 studs. Yeah, Frozone skip does not seem like a good idea for LTA. Frozone is so much safer. Rextor or Kung Fu version for LCU. What's the estimate? It's like 29 minutes or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, so could go either way. I can't remember which one is quicker. Nice fighter. It's saving way more than an hour on LTA. Like the big saves are LTI, LCU, and Hobbit. Because Hobbit will be a 3-hour save. Like it will be just over 3 hours. LCU will be 3.5, and LTI will be, as Zero says, over 230. Yeah, I will be losing a bit of time here because I alt-tabbed on local record, but definitely better doing that for safety. Yeah. We'll be losing 4 to latest, that's fine. Charizite would reset over this, but I'm not going to. It's almost like this is a marathon setting or something. Lord of the Rings is probably chunky. Oh, my Lord of the Rings run was awful. It came in at like a 240 something. It was like a 246 or 247 or something. So, yeah, that's gonna save like 45 minutes or something. Yeah, so I did it in the original run, and I had a bad run as well. Like, my PB at the time was a 227.04, and I got a 247 something, I think. It was so bad. Hobbit, I was like a minute off PB. Lord of the Rings, I was 20 minutes. Almost an hour there, theoretically, yeah, but that depends so much on doors and setups, and I don't know how derusted you are. Yeah, of course you can, Bearhead, you can pause fly. Just cheat. Yeah, so there's long cutscenes to start this game. Basically, the start of every year will be long cutscenes. Yeah, I mean, Bearhead, so could I now. But then I'd been not speedrunning any % for that long. And I lost ages to Osgiliath. But it's fine, we threw for Loopy, so it was all, you know, tactical. That's one thing we haven't had yet, actually. We need a running joke to go through the entire stream. Like Loopy had the paper joke over the first relay. We need something similar to that. You already asked the paper joke? Yo, nice. We're starting that back up. Goofball, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. I didn't see who was closer, so I'm going to move wrong. Alright, so we're going to do the first camera pan skip now. Nice, got it. That one saves about 10 seconds, but I missed it in latest, so that's already a good start. Loopy no longer has moderator on anything Lego speedrunning related. Doesn't he have LCU still? I thought him and Woltec were still LCU, or have they stepped down?
Loopy stepped down in favor of DJ Ortho.
Ah, right, okay.
I don't know about anything else, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah, I know he stepped down from LMSH or something pretty recently.
Yeah. Quite a shame, but I understand, you know.
Hmm. Oh yeah, Bearhead, you had a 314 Pirates of the Caribbean. That's like an hour save, almost, right, Chess?
Yeah. I think estimate is 320 or 220, so just under an hour.
Yeah. Step down from LMSH1 and gave it to Gus, that's it, yeah. Bearhead, are you checking the right row? Yeah, Gus isn't doing Pirates chesses. This is saving time. We're going to be like 5 ahead. Yeah, that's the joys of using 2 controllers, Bearhead. You should try it sometime.
True.
I'm kind of in disbelief that that worked. Oh, your estimate was a sub 3. You definitely threw for Loopy. I feel like I could have actually done the arm on the statue there. Not that there's any need to, because we have enough space for it, but maybe that's a strat. So the first thing I'm going to do in the first level of, or the first room of this level, is I'm going to do what's known as a wrong warp. Basically, if you interrupt a character putting a spell, or putting a pet down, if you interrupt that animation with Wingardium Leviosa, then the pet will warp to 0-0. But if you do that while the character's falling off the ledge, the character instead warps to 0-0. So we're going to do that with Ron here. And 0-0 is conveniently further ahead. How good is standard record nowadays? So it's not as good as No Cut, but it's still a really, like, it's still solid now. Charizard's 218 is definitely solid. And I need to get a sub 220. Yeah, you can also double jump with pet recalls as well. Yo, Virtual, thank you for the good luck. Appreciate that. Yeah, no, so Charizard has record in this category. And nice spin around. Charizard has record in this category with a 218.30, which had such a good year 1 and year 2, and then a decent year 3 and a bit of a mid year 4. Like year 4 is the only real time save there is over Charizard from that run. I have the record comparison here actually. We're already 10 seconds behind and it's been pretty clean so far. And then my PB is a 220.17, which is very sad, because it could have been the sub 220. Actually, no, that PB clutched out the PB. I was like 30 seconds behind going into year 4. So I managed to clutch out a PB. Okay, let's get early aggro. That would be nice. Nah. RNG skip. We love RNG time saves. Woo. Yeah, so we're going to be losing a bit of time to latest because we didn't get early aggro, but I think the rest of it was solid enough that we're not going to lose much. Might just be behind again, but that's fine. That was me plugging in my mouse so I can reset faster. Gotta have those time saves in there. Especially RTA. It doesn't actually make that difference IGT because of how the load remover works.
Oh, do you not do like command prompt resets?
I haven't set them up because when I did run with them, I had a lot of problems where the game would freeze. But I think that was caused for a different problem. Or that was a different cause, which I think is solved now. So I should go back to doing command line resets. But I just haven't set them up again. And I feel like now would not be the time to try them out.
That's fair. They can be kind of tricky.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will say, it is immensely satisfying to
Yes.
do them.
Definitely it is. Yeah, they don't save that much in this game because for most resets, when you alt-tab out, the timer's paused. Like, because you're alt-tabbing during a save or a load. And then once you close the game, the IGT timer starts running again. So it's only really that small time between closing the game and then clicking on it again that saves the time. Yo, Frost, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. And thank you for the good luck. Hope you're doing well. Indeed, I now have the ability to double jump with any magic character. Not anyone, because obviously Hagrid and Fang and such can't jump. Can't double jump. But any magic character I can. Which is good, because after this lesson we're going to use it to access the Transfiguration spell early. Normally you can only get it in year 2 and onwards, but we're going to get it right after this lesson. But it is an annoying jump. Yo, Hamster out here with the pig champs. Let's go. That was a decent strength potion, actually. Please be nice, game. There we go. Third try's okay. Kinda odd the Transfiguration is both a shop spell and an optional lesson. I don't think it is a shop spell in this game. I can't remember. I think it is in 537. But I can't remember it being a shop spell. It's on the same wheel as shop spells because it's on the red icon that goes with like Expelliarmus and such. Also, we're getting awful RNG. Wait, Hamster's literally Batman? No way, that's crazy. We are properly out here with the relay RNG. That's 4 out of 5 bad RNG on 50/50s. Okay. 4 out of 6 bad is alright. It's just below average. We are going to lose time here though. But yeah, Hamster, I did know you're literally Batman, but you're not supposed to reveal it to anyone else. Thought that was the whole point of being like secret and stuff about it. Never seen Batman and the hamster in the same place. That is true, actually. That is true. They opened another drawer for tickets. That's cool. That's pretty cool. So bored your power's still out? Oh no. Have they given an ETA on when it's going to be fixed or anything? Hamster is Robin, Seed is Batman. Oh, true. That is true. Seed might well be Batman, Hamster. You don't know. Should be back in an hour. Oh, nice. Oh, you can actually break out of the freeze by doing a spell. Hamster specifically Damian Wayne. Yeah, we'll go with that. We'll go with that. Seed can be like Killer Moth. Oh no. Seed could be Batwoman. I mean, who knows? Who knows? Man-Bat. They're so original with naming. You got Batman, so of course Man-Bat is the other way round. Batman is a man who dresses like a bat. Man-Bat is a bat thing that's also kind of a man. Yeah, it's not a shop spell, but it appears on the same wheel as all the shop spells except Accio. They cycle round. If you buy all of them, they cycle round on the red spell. Another irrelevant villain. I wouldn't call Killer Moth irrelevant. You get to fly him into a light bulb in like 3-2 and Batman 1. I mean, I guess he flies into it himself, but that's not the point. So 3, 4, and 6, 4. That's it. Man, not even gonna give me a friendly gold for how good that broomstick flying was. That's so mean. I saved 0.0 at a 0.0 and you're like, nah. Play more Batman and quit TCS. See, villain free play seems very much like a category. It just seems like a hamster category for me, you know? It just looks like that kind of category that I'm like, yeah, hamster will run this. Not Calendar Man, no. So basically, the next 4 levels are the hardest, probably one of the hardest stretches of levels in the game. This level ends with a camera pan skip, which is very important to get because it saves 30 seconds. Also, not a camera pan skip, end cutscene skip. If I get it, it saves 30 seconds. If I don't get it, we're definitely behind latest for the moment. 1-4 also has a camera pan skip at the end. 1-5 is just tough. Like, it's a really difficult level. And 1-6 has one of the hardest single skips in the game. One of the hardest. Probably top 3 in terms of difficulty that we do. So, yeah. Hopefully these next few levels go well. That would be nice. Yo, Gus, thank you for the good luck. Good luck. Well, thank you for the good luck. Appreciate that. Good to see you.
Which level is chess skip, or did you already pass it?
Chess skip is in 1-6.
So
So,
it's coming up.
yeah. Oh yeah, I probably should have mentioned before I did that. Transfiguration, the reason why we get it is because if you, like, walk out of Transfiguration, or if you, like, change out of Transfiguration when you're next to a wall, you kind of just, like, clip out of the wall, or clip into the wall, and then can do funky stuff with that. So, setting up for the camera pan skip here. Gold, and got it. Nice. That is a chunky time save. That's a nice gold, actually. That's, yeah, I'm happy with that. I think that's the first time I've saved over 30 seconds by doing that skip. Nice bridge jump. This run is actually decent, you know? And we have another cutscene skip at the end of this level. I'm going to be doing a slightly different strat. Oh no, Leah, are you back now? Because, I mean, we have 2 more in this level, so I could explain it again. Yeah, you're back. Okay, cool. So basically, Transfiguration allows us when the transfig timer runs out and we change back to a normal character. If you're not holding any direction, you'll be inside the wall, like slightly clipped inside the wall, and then if you spam the jump button, you're able to go like all the way up the wall. Basically, you're able to climb all the way up the wall, and we use that to do a load of skips. It's a very useful time save. It's worth going and doing the extra lesson. CSS is a bit less useful in no cutscenes. You can already skip cutscenes, but it still has its uses in that category. Yes, so CSS, I mean the big CSS in this game, the big cutscene skip, there's one particular frame perfect that I need to get, because in this category it saves 8 minutes because it skips an entire level. And I need to get that. Thankfully, we have a way of doing perfect, frame perfect pauses by alt-tabbing out the game. Yes, I got the CSS for 1.3. Clean first room. So yeah, that's why Transfiguration is so broken. It's not quite as broken as Accio, where you could just clip through walls, but it's still very broken as a spell. Dude, nice targeting. I'd call it one of the 3 broken spells that we use in this run. The other 2 being Lumos and... or in this game in general. The 3 broken spells are Transfiguration, Lumos, and Accio. Lumos is double jumping, Transfiguration is wall climbing, Accio is clipping through walls. Right, so... today I learned there's a new method of doing this camera pan skip. Yeah, you basically just unload actors. Ah, I missed it. What I was trying to do there was like put the pet down, so that as the cutscene started, Ron went through the door, and the door transition actually overrides the cutscene playing. Unfortunately, I missed it. So we're going to be... I think we're still saving time in this split, but we could have saved more. We'll make up a bit more in 1.5 though, so it's okay. That's a tough one to get. It's a really weird CSS. So we're going to do another wrong warp on the bridge here. This one is not as fun. Nice. That one's a bit weird because the 0-0 on the map is actually underneath the floor, so you have to hold a direction once you get the warp to be able to jump back up to the surface, which can be quite awkward to do sometimes. Do I do that in 4-4? What do you mean? The transition recall? No, I don't, because neither character has a pet. In 4-4, I just kind of time it. 4-4 is one of the hardest CSS. But I just kind of time it. It's like 2 seconds from when the water is fully filled up that the camera pan starts, and you can kind of start alt-tabbing around towards the end of that. Also, if you do it optimally, you can base it off where the train is. Right, so this is a hard level. This is a lot of hard platforming. Okay, that's Lumos jump number 1. I will take second try for that. No way we got that first try. That's really cool. I think we can save a bit of time here. This last jump needs to be good though as well. Nice. That was a very clean 1-5. I think that might be like a 3:05 or something split, which I would definitely take. I know this cutscene's like 40 seconds or so. Just so I know, both the timers are on screen and in sync right at the moment. I don't have that controller dropped in. Oh, gold, wow. Okay, well that's improvable. Yo, Ghost Recon, thank you for the good luck. Hope you are doing well. Please don't drop in. Good. Yeah. Oh, it's completely broken. That's good to hear. I'm not too bad. I am tired. I'm running on 2 hours sleep for this run. It is currently 5 AM my time. But it's my fault for messing up the timings of when things were. How am I versus PB right now? I'm only 3 seconds behind PB. Wow. Out of a potential 17 to save. In this level. Okay. Could have a pacer, you know. If we get chest skip, this could be a cheeky pacer. Into year 2. So basically for chest skip, it was one of those things that it was found ages ago that it was possible. By hitting an out of bounds door, you could skip a portion of the chest section and also skip half of the cutscene that follows it. Yo, DJ Ortho. You can't follow up a PB. Don't worry, I'm sure I'll throw it at some point. But enjoy it while it lasts, you know. I mean, if I do PB, I'll be going like 5 minutes under estimate as well, by the way. Which is good, because we might almost be back to parity then. Nice targeting, Ron. There we go. Right, let's see if we can get this. Let's go. Yes, dude. That is chest skip. Let's go. Yeah, that is one of the hardest tricks in the run. Probably, I'd say second hardest in this category. Chest skip's so free. Oh yeah, my bad. No, it's free. It's an easy skip. My bad. Yeah. Poor chest, you've been skipped. When you're bad at strategy. It's such a tight window to hit, like, but the setup Seed found works amazing. Admittedly, I don't do his setup because he can mash pause quicker than me. He does 4 pauses upright before then buffering downwards. I do 3 pauses upright because I'm not a god of pressing buttons. I was wondering what happened there, Ghost Recon. I was wondering what happened. Oh, almost fell off. That would not have been good. Have you done it, Hamster? I'm not sure how close this is to gold, actually. It's definitely a sub 40 year, which is really good. What's my individual year PB? Don't think you've ever missed it. Look at you go, Hamster. Playing it safe on the reset so we don't like lose our progress of 1-6. Yeah, I guess if you're touch typing or whatever it's called, that's very easy to do. 39.56 year 1. Yo, let's go. That's actually really good. Right. I'm gonna throw my control on the floor apparently. And then I will pop to the toilet. I'll be right back. I am back.
How was the loot?
It was great. I mean, I also stopped off to say hello to my cat as well, who is now meowing
That's
outside
lovely.
the door.
Oh.
Bless him. Okay, yeah, so that year 1 was like I think it was a 39.15 or something, individual year. My best ever individual year, year 1, is a 39.01. So this is pretty good pace right now. Yes, so we don't do 3-1 because we by getting the cutscene skip for 2-6, we are able to completely skip the existence of 3-1, and the game progresses like it never existed. Did I tell the cat that the rest of us said hi? I did, but I don't think he was listening, He was too busy trying to get into my room, so I had to say no. Because 1P2C is hard enough. 1P2C 1 cat is slightly more difficult. We do need a cat reveal. I do need to reveal cat at some point. I've been meaning to post a picture in my Discord for like ages, and just haven't yet. The problem is, like, Mercury, he's a tabby cat, so he's incredibly photogenic. But I feel really bad for Mars because he's a black cat, and he's absolutely beautiful, but it just doesn't come across over camera. Because it just looks like a giant kind of void where he is. Especially as he likes sleeping in dark places. It's kind of like, oh hey, there's this slightly darker patch on top of this like dark surface. I wonder what that is. It's a cat. Yeah, Mercury and Mars are my cat's names. Yeah, we didn't choose the names. They're rescue cats, but we were very happy with the names. Kind of when we got them, I wanted to get a tabby cat, and my dad wanted to get a black cat. And then we found these two rescue cats, who were like in a foster home at the time. And we were like, we have to, especially as my mum's got a PhD in physics as well. It's like, well, Mercury and Mars, you kind of have to. Two cats is always morally correct. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Physics PhD, you could never. Apparently the stuff she did was really cool. Because I know at some point on it she got to work with some samples from moon rocks. So I think they were brought back on like the Apollo 15 mission or something. It's either 15 or 17. And she got to work with some of them and analyze them to see if there was ever any water on the moon, which is very cool. She doesn't boast about it anywhere near as much as she should. It's such a cool thing. Panther thinks we'll be getting one cat one day, but that's not how it works. Yeah, no, you have to get two. The good news is our cats aren't fighting at the moment. Yeah, I know they don't, Ghost Recon. I know they don't. But yeah, it's annoying when our cats are fighting, but now they're a bit older, they don't as much. They kind of work together. Yeah, she does, but she won't. She definitely won't. Oh, bless, nice fighter. Bless. We do love cats. Cats are great. You know what's not great though? Dropping your controller.
Why do you do that so often?
Just being clumsy generally. I think it doesn't help that like all my wires are tangled up, so all it takes is a little tug from something else and then one will fall over. One is sitting on you right now. Oh, that's super cute. We do love lap cats. It's when I get a lap cat mid speedrun that it gets a bit annoying, but okay, a bit slow on the wrong warp, but way better than last time. Than latest. Yeah, for me, Mars is the lap cat. Mercury cannot sit still for long enough. Both of them are really affectionate, but Mars is definitely the lap cat. Ooh, that was actually clean. Oh wait, I forgot to say it ages ago, but Porima, thank you for the follow. Hopefully you're still here. But yeah, that was quite late for me. Aw, that is kind of cute, yeah. That's one of the things for me about going to uni. Yeah, I don't get to see my cats for decently long periods of time. But then I come back and the good thing is they remember who I am. That's like the greatest honor you could get when you've been away for a while and you come back and the cats remember who you are. That's when you know you've made it. Yeah, they do try and eat plastic sometimes. Mostly, they like rubber bands. Rubber bands are annoying. Cat just turned 11. Aw. I mean, no matter how old a cat gets, they are still a little baby. Like, they're still a little baby. That never changes. Right, so we have another cutscene skip here. This one's a bit weird because the arrow is pointing backwards the entire time because it thinks we still have to activate the cutscene. But there's a trigger for like where this cutscene spawns you, which is on the bridge here, just after this room. And now from this point on, the arrow's pointing the right way. So we're able to skip that entire camera pan. That saves like 30 seconds or something. Aw, bless him. Yeah, still very cute. The one thing I've found out about cats, it's impossible to have two perfectly healthy weight cats, because if you try and feed the cats a bit more for the slightly underweight cat, then the other one ends up stealing that food, and they get a little bit larger. Yeah, that's what we do with ours, but yeah, Mercury does like more food. Two of them are healthy weights. The third, however, she loves food. Yeah. So this next room, not this one, this next one is probably the hardest room of 1P2C in the game. Now, at least to do optimally. But what you can do in this level is you can do drop-out camera pan skips. So by dropping out just as the camera pan starts, you're able to skip that camera pan and have free movement during them, which is very useful. Okay, dropouts were a bit slow, but other than that, that was a perfect run. 4 to 5 pounds overweight, or less. She ate the dog food too. Oh no. Siamese are very cute. Oh yeah, absolutely. Nice, we got skeleton skip. That's very useful. That was a camera pan skip, and it saves like a lot. I think it's like 20 seconds or something to get that camera pan skip. It's a ridiculous save. Hairless cats are quite cute. I have been around hairless cats. In fact, Mars and Mercury, when they were in their foster house before we got them, they were with 2 hairless cats. They were older hairless cats, and they were owned by the foster house. And they like showed them. So the older cats kind of showed R2 how to do everything, which is very cool, very cute. They are cute. It takes some getting used to hairless cats, but they are cute. No, we got 0.24 seconds of extra load there. That's so sad. Oh, 29 entry. First time I got one of them. Yeah, lucky you, Nice Fighter. Lucky you. That's fair, Nice Fighter. Left again already? Cats really do have their own agenda. Yo, Nolan. You want a pet so bad, but you're not in a position to get one? I'm sure you will at some point. Pets are great. I do recommend. We know Hamster has a dog from Legothon. Hamster's dog was helping me on co-commentary for the Hobbit restricted NLE run. So Hamster, when's the dog reveal? That's the question. Both of the departures were not that long after I took a photo of her. Aw, bless. Golded? Really? Okay. No way, we're actually on best pace ever. Okay. This is... okay. Cool. Do need to drop in though. Gold parcel tongue. Please give me a parcel tongue gold. No. Got the camera pan skip though. Cam to put on stream. Co-op with your dog. Yo, that would be so cool. And another camera pan skip there. P being in the relay being like, hey, let's not get too ahead of ourselves here. It's good at the moment. Do a cat cam. I would, but they'd never sit still enough. That was another camera pan skip, by the way. 30-second time save. It's funny that there's literally like 30 seconds of oh, not 30 seconds. There was 3 camera pan skips in the start of this level. Oh. I feel that, Chess. I feel that. So the timer difference isn't cutscenes, that is just loads. So where the game is loading, the top timer pauses, whereas the bottom timer keeps going all the way through. So for the relay, we want to look at the bottom time, but for actual runs, you look at the top time. Ah, missed it. Yeah, that is true, hamster. I did forget about that. Why is this split named after Justin? So the character's Justin Finch Fletchley. So when Justin was running the game, everyone made the joke that it's like, oh hey, that's Justin. And I mean, everyone made the joke. So a lot of people just have that split name to Wii Super. Clean. There is a camera pan skip here, but I don't know how to do it, so I'm not going to do it. You IO on LEGO speedrunners have it tough. It's just you and Chess in Iowa, right? There's no others. That we know of. Yeah, that we know of.
It's kind of funny because we only live like 30 minutes away from each other.
That's actually crazy. Was it just like neighboring towns or whatever?
Yeah, like a lot like that.
Yeah. Have you met up then, IRL?
Yeah, he came over to my house and we did, what did we do? We did, Hobbit co-op, Hobbit Restricted, and was it TCS co-op as well?
That's sick. That's so cool.
We should do more, but we just haven't had, like, the same games we were running at the same time.
Yeah. So. Oh, Caleb used to live near you as well? That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, Caleb used to live in North Liberty. Yeah. That town very close by to us.
Hmm. I wish there was someone who lived near me that I could do that kind of stuff with, but I have to wait until ESA every year.
Other English for saying, think of as Charmander.
Yeah. But again, there's no games in common there.
Yeah, there isn't.
It's fine. I just
Dude.
need to make an excuse to travel into Europe more to meet up with everyone else.
That would be Pog
Yeah.
Hamster.
That would be really cool, actually. Although I don't think LSW3 is your kind of game. Gotta be honest, Hamster.
I can see it. Cause like, it's not like 3.0 or like late 2.0, but it's still kind of in that area.
Yeah, true. Alright, another camera pan skip here. This one is important because it saves like a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Missed it.
Melody, I think, isn't.
The alt tab was
Portland,
weird there.
Oregon.
Well.
There's some Seattle folks up there too.
Learn most grunt games in some capacity aside from LSW3. Yeah, I guess. Oh yeah, because you have learned once before. Yeah, I usually run no cut, so I hold the record for no cut at 1:18:39 at the moment. Because standard takes, well, it's an hour longer, and I don't always have that hour to spare. And I like no cut because it just flows very well. Yeah, we're definitely going to lose time in this split. But if I get the CSS, we can kind of limit the damage, and I think we'll still be ahead. How did that drop? What? Okay, interesting. Well, there goes PB potential for this run. We should still be alright with latest, because latest loses like a minute and a half in 4-3. Regular is fun, but no cut makes optimization so much easier. Yeah, that makes sense. Ugh, disgusting. What's that red on my splits? Get that out of here. Yeah, so I missed both CSSs in 2-3 and 2-4, unfortunately. It's just the way this run goes. I mean, the 2-4 one is always weird. The 2-3 one, I had like some weird drop with an alt tab. See, I reckon I'd quite like the 1P2C side of LSW3, but I won't have the FPS for the wall climbs and stuff. Which is the annoying thing.
So, let's see. It's just honestly, it's not even that high. You can have medium FPS and still be sufficient.
Yeah, I don't know what classes as medium is the problem.
I don't know. Like if Seed has high FPS, I think Los has like fairly high FPS. I think Chimkin's at high medium. I don't know.
Right, yeah, in that case I'm not up to those levels. Because, I mean, Chimkin can
Yeah,
only just not pause fly.
I'm not. I'm at like. I want to say I'm probably around medium high to high low, somewhere around there.
Right.
Probably a CG. That's cool.
So there's a new strat here which I'm going for, which was found like a couple weeks ago or something by Seed. Basically it's a way of pretty much perfectly getting the what's known as the God Warp. That should work. Depends on how much a clutch it's run. Could bring us to over 2 hours of saves. Yo, that's pretty high. Yeah, the Forbidden Forest levels aren't the best casually. Yo, thank you for the follow, Leah. Appreciate that. You have the 2.0 1P2C derested and TCS type 1P2C derested. Yeah, that's really good. It's very much two different brands of 1P2C. Forgot to until now. That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, I need to not miss 2.6 CSS. If I miss 2.6 CSS, then we're definitely going over estimate. Because that is 8 minutes. If I get it though, we're not guaranteed to, but it likely will go probably under. Dude, spider, push. That was awful. I think we're only getting one cycle. So 2.6 is probably the easiest of the CSSs we have. That's the thing. It's not. It's an easy one, and it should be 100% consistent if everything else goes well. But this game does like to play sometimes, so it might not be. We'll see how it goes though. I'm optimistic. Let's see if we can get a good auto-scroller. Yeah, 1.5 level skips. That's a good way of putting it, because we don't play the second half of 2.4, and we don't play 3-1. The second half of 2.4 we don't play because the devs put in an incorrect flag. They put the level end, or story progression flag, sorry, in the middle of 2-4 rather than at the end of 2-4. Which means that we can exit the level and continue the story as normal after just completing the Myrtle boss fight.
so funny.
It's such an oversight. But
Do you know how that was discovered? To just look at the code?
no, casual players. Basically, if you like did the boss fight and then decided, oh, I don't want to play anymore today, and then exited out, whatever, you'd try and go back in. You couldn't do the second half of that level, and you'd be soft locked out of 100%.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
Yeah. Because basically you never hit the flag to be able to access the level in replay story or free play. You just never hit that flag. So in 100% and categories like all crests and stuff, we have to play through the entirety of the level when we play it for the first time. Getting nervous for 2-6? We'll be fine. Hopefully. Nice. Getting the DAGA jumps good. They tend to be quite awkward sometimes, so that was quite nice. You have faith? Love to hear it. Love to hear it. Yeah, skipping 3-1 also softlocks you from 100%. Also, any of these CSS skip you from 100%, or softlock you from 100%. So they're only used in any percent and all students in peril. That's the only categories they can be used in. Yo, we got running scabbers, let's go. Yes. No. Actually, like, nice fighter, you can't do any CSS in all students in peril because the progress doesn't save if you do a CSS. So say you collect a crest in a level but do the CSS, it won't save. If I said all students in peril was the other category that you can do CSS in, that's wrong. It's all Hogwarts students in peril, where you don't need to go back into the levels, you just need to go into the overworlds. Yeah, I might have just forgot to say that word. Right, here we go, boss fight time. It's a fun category, to be honest. I do like it. Not at all. Nice fighter. Because of the way the menu pauses, oh sorry, the load remover pauses, it's slower to do any CSS in Replay Story because it takes more time to menu. So a CSS is performed by basically pausing and exiting to Hogwarts in this case on the very first frame that a cutscene plays, because that is when the flag is updated to progress the story. So if you do it on the very first frame, you're able to get, or you're able to exit the level and skip watching the cutscene, basically. I'm hoping that works. I'll try not to miss this CSS. I'll try my hardest. I'm gonna take my time with it though, because most of the times when I miss this CSS, it's because I rush it. Got a tiny VSync off strat here. Yeah, exactly. Wow, that was a good warp. I've been getting insanely good warps, actually. Right, CSS time. Let's go. Yes, we did it. This is the best run ever. Oh my god.
PogChamp.
Let's go. Oh, nice jump. Dude. There we go. We go forward, exactly. We skip the level. So this run now has a very real chance of going underestimate, and to be fair, I'm a minute and 3 behind PB, but it's still within a shot of PBing. So, yeah. This is good at the moment. We'll keep this going. Yeah, now we're in year 3. And crucially, year 3 in the state after 3-1 is completed. That looks good run positioning. Nah, too late on the switch. So over PB I have a bit here and there. Over latest I have a minute and a half in 4-3. That's the big one. That jump on the bookcase is difficult. It's a weird jump. Like, don't, if you're not buffer jumping it, then you should. 100% you should buffer jump it. But the depth perception on the area to land on is really weird. I feel like you have to be not holding any directions when you land on the books or something. Right, so now we get into CSS Central. Technically, Divination has a CSS. Bugbeak Handling has a CSS. 3-2 has a CSS. 3-3 has a CSS. 3-4 has a CSS. And 3-5 has a CSS, but we don't use 3-5. 3-4 is barely viable, but the rest are big CSSs. Actually got the puzzle first try. So first CSS is here. Yeah, but it is kind of like gold gems, that is true. Oh, I forgot Latest had an absolutely awful Bugbeak Handling. No. 3.5 CSS is not viable because you need to open, like, there's one door in the overworld which you don't open because you do a pet warp instead there. And you do that pet warp after 2-1. But it's like, if you did 3.5 CSS, you'd spawn on the other side of that door and need to get through it. And there's not a way of being able to do that. And it's faster to do the pet warp in 2-1 than to do the CSS in 3.5 by like 20 seconds. Right, so Latest here was absolutely awful. If you do the 1P2C skip in Dragons, the CSS is fast, right? Potentially, yes. I actually want to task that and see. Try and make it task to see if I can find a way to do that. Because, yeah, you are right. Yes, nice fire tree, it would be. There isn't a file with it for the moment, but yes. Time save here. We're actually alt-tabbing out the game to wait out the save, and then come back in and immediately exit. And that saves us a ton of time. Also, the reason why we keep going back to the potions room is because the overworld is actually in a glitch state from when we did 2.6 CSS, and the only way to resolve it is by going through the one available loading zone that there is. Every other loading zone doesn't work, but Potions Room loading zone does. So we go back in to resolve it after every time we exit to the Leaky Cauldron. Also, now we have Fred and George, because we went an unintended way to enter that room that we just were in. The game, like, it actually skips a cutscene. Which is really weird. It skips like a 30-second cutscene or something by doing it. Alright, 3-2. Yeah, Nice Fighter's right. You can't spell toggle in free play without the Y menu. But other than that, it's identical. The gameplay is the same, the physics are the same. Ooh. That's like the earliest possible frames that I could have done that edge jump. A full Wii TAS would be really cool. It's something I do want to learn how to TAS, to be fair, because I think this year there isn't going to be much time where I'm going to be able to speedrun. Like, once work and stuff gets going, uni stuff. So I want to have another project, and I feel like TAS would be a good thing to dip into. But I need to make sure I, like, know how the tools and stuff work first. Nice, that's another transfig jump done. A full Wii TAS would also be really long. Because of loads. That is absolutely true, Nice Fighter. But Dolphin tends to be quite accurate in terms of its emulation stuff for Wii games. Because obviously it's built around Wii games. Ah, I missed it. There's a camera pan skip you can do there. But there's also a cutscene skip we can do here. So hopefully I get the cutscene skip at least. Ah, it dropped. Okay, cool. I don't know how that dropped. Like, I did the exact same thing every single time. It's really weird sometimes. Some of these ones just confuse me. If you have questions, ask P53, because he makes TCS-IL TASs. Right. I didn't realize he TASed as well. I thought he was just doing the modding stuff. Yeah, we're losing an annoying amount of time, but it's alright. Like I said, minute and a half to save in 4-3. And not a great 3-3 either, from what I remember.
Yeah, I know P53 did a couple TASs for story minikits.
Alright. CCT and one other. Yeah, that makes sense.
He did DM Darth Maul one. I forgot what room it was. I think it was the long room.
Right. So there's a lot of ways you can do it, Leia, but basically you can do things like frame advancing the game, you can slow down the speed of the game and stuff to make your movement optimal. You can obviously repeat stuff with save states and everything. But it basically just means that you're using computer tools to be able to get a theoretically perfect run. I'm not going for the launch here because I don't want to throw 2 minutes to one trick. Especially with my rate of consistency at it. Missed the quick shot. Still got the normal shot though. Right, Filch the aggro. So what we're going to do is basically stop Filch working. We basically take him to the edge of his area and then activate him. And we despawn Mrs. Norris. And that means Filch doesn't come back, so we can just open this gate and Ron gets pushed to the side because physics. Alright, cutscene skip here. If we get this, we're saving loads and golding. Ah, I missed it. That's annoying. I think we're still saving a bit. I'm not sure. Human BTT on episode 1 Super Story. So that was segmented, right?
Yeah, so he like, yeah, he did segments of it, and just whichever were the best segments, he pieced it together.
Right. Makes sense. How optimized is this game? This game is pretty optimized. I mean, it's probably in the top third in terms of optimization for Lego games, but it's not anywhere near as optimized as something like TCS is. It's also not anywhere near as optimized as it used to be. T-Fresh, he got a 2:31:07 or something, which is like the best run that this game has ever seen. It was within 2:30 of a theoretical sob. Or I think of his sob at the time, which was crazy. For a 2-hour-long category, that's actually crazy. But yeah, that's the best run that this game has seen. We're kind of getting back to those levels of optimization, but it's getting there. What area has the most room for improvement? So there's a couple of strats we're not doing, like 4-2 1P2C skip, which is some really tough platforming, and it's high penalty as well, but it would save about 15 seconds. But yeah, it's mostly just general optimization, kind of all over the place. (4-2 1P2C skip seems like a co-op only strat right now. Well, it's not a co-op only strat because it's skipping the 1P2C. It's just an kind of IL or IY only strat at the moment. Right, Angry Tree Skip. This is probably the hardest trick in the run after this cutscene. It's brutal. What do you mean by that, hamster? LB3 is super optimized. Yeah. I mean, Hobbit is as well. They're both crazy optimized. In any percent, anyway. This game has a lot more strats for not any percent. Where was I getting studs? Oh, well, just down there. Oh, I just do that for fun. I do that for fun, because why not? It's some 1P2C from when I did All Crests, where you do need to buy characters, but there's no point me taking it out because it's like it doesn't lose any time. Right, Angry Tree Skip, here we go. So we start off with a Transfig wall climb to get out of bounds. Then we got to fall down out of bounds, put down Hermione's pet out of bounds and do a pet recall. So fall down, jump up a bit, pet down. Oh, first try, cool. Then jump up with Crookshanks and we recall the pet about here. And we can get into the tree and skip the entire boss fight. And we got that jump as well. Okay, this is a very clean 3-4 so far. Still need to see if I can get first cycle. Not quite. We'll get second cycle. Yeah, so that was the hardest trick in the run out the way. That one always worries me, but I've been having a good streak with it at the moment, so can't complain. Yeah, walls in this game act like a stack of floors, kind of. I mean, you can also stand on top of them as well, which is very useful. Yeah, I guess that makes sense, Hamster. It is an easier run, but I don't think easier, like easier and optimization are different things. Because LB3 is optimized. The fact that it's not difficult doesn't mean that it's any less optimized. It just means it's an easier speed game. Yeah, well, it will definitely be true for LIJ2 because they run on the same engine. Sirius's hair is atrocious. It is, isn't it? They did do him dirty a bit with that. It's the, there's a TCS character that looks just like him, right? In terms of the hair. Is it one of the Fets that has the exact same hairstyle? LB3 isn't optimized for its difficulty. Yeah, but you're still playing within a few seconds of sub. This game is comparing within a few minutes of sub. Standard's even worse. Yeah, I mean standard though is like... Standard is literally 10 minutes of cutscenes. Boba Fett boy, that's the one I'm thinking of, yeah. It's basically an identical hairstyle, isn't it? Oh, the sun has just risen in the UK. It's beautiful. Yo, good morning, Seed. You didn't oversleep. Let's go. You just missed Angry Tree Skip, though.
Yeah.
Same hairpiece, same color. Makes sense. Let's see if I can YOLO snake jump. Nah, not today. Yeah, a bit less shiny. Well, that's just due to texture settings. Ah, missed the CSS there. I didn't try ultra hard for that one, because that one is saves a tiny bit of time. It doesn't save much. But yeah, we're definitely saving a load of time here. I think we're saving over PB as well. Not that that matters too much. The problem with Hobbit, right, is that 3 or 4 minutes of the Hobbit record now is literally just walking along the overworld. Like, because obviously you've got to walk to looking for proof, and then you have horse movement to the other one. Are we actually going to be ahead? Wow, we're saving a chunk of time here. To be fair, if I'd got the CSS, that would have been CG. So, not bad for what is probably the hardest level in the run. I mean, what's the thing that T-Fresh said when Chimkin got his insane LAJ1 record? It was like, for every minute of game, you want to be losing, or an optimized run for every minute of game loses 1 second to sum of best. Which Chimkin managed with that LAJ1 run. And I think Hobbit is under that as well. There might be Hamster. I'm not sure about that one. But you could well be right. Why did I decide to run LHP? Okay, so LHP wasn't the first LEGO game I ran. First LEGO game I ran was Lord of the Rings. And then I did Hobbit. And then there was a tournament for LEGO Harry Potter years 1 through 4. We're talking early 2021. There was a tournament for LEGO Harry Potter years 1 through 4 doing what is now No Cut. And I was like, a lot of like my mates from the LEGO speedrunning scene were doing it. Like Frost was doing it, Origin was doing it, Loopy was doing it. So I was like, you know what, I might as well join and kind of learn the game there. Got alright at it. I think I finished 6th in the tournament, 5th or 6th. Which was good. And then I didn't touch the game for like a year and a bit or something. And then I got fed up with Lord of the Rings and a lot of other games because basically when I was playing all these other games, a lot of things are FPS requirements or have FPS requirements. Like Lord of the Rings has FPS requirements and stuff. And I can't do them because my laptop's not as good. So I was like, what game can I do? I can either do LEGO Star Wars 2, or I can go back and do LEGO Harry Potter years 1 through 4. And LEGO Star Wars 2, you can't skip cutscenes, whereas you can in 1 through 4. So I was like, okay, I'm going to do 1 through 4. And yeah, that's kind of how things went. Yeah, No Cut to the rescue. Like, No Cut is the reason why I'm running this game. Hands down. Lord of the Rings has a lot of pause flying shenanigans. Yeah, that is very true, which is really annoying. Because you need 1200 FPS on the pause screen to be able to pause fly. And I do not have that much. I get like 400, well 300 maximum I think. 500 on pause screens, but it's not enough. Never not be upset that Hobbit is an unfinished game. Yeah, but then see, I think about that and think, why would there's some words here somewhere. Give me a minute. Battle of the Five Armies. How would you make that into actual LEGO levels? Because it's just combat, and I don't think I'd want that in a LEGO game. You want some platforming and stuff as well. You want some puzzles, but there wouldn't really be that. Early hit? Yeah, let's go. Is No Cut or 1P2C the most revolutionary addition to TCS? Oh, that's a tough question. Given that TCS doesn't actually have a No Cut option, I think I'm going to have to go with 1P2C. Oh, we killed the second to last one. That's a bit annoying in all honesty. Still works though. Yeah. I mean, that's what's great with the Middle-earth games actually. Like, both Lord of the Rings and Hobbit have really fun restricted any percent categories. Like, really good. For 1 through 4, 1P2C. Green, let's go. We're back in the green. Things we love to see. 1 through 4, 1P2C is definitely better. In fact, in both the LHP games, 1P2C is the best thing that's happened to them. Because in this game it means pet warps and wrong warping and all sorts of fun stuff. In 5 through 7 it means freeze clipping, which is also incredibly good. We are 56 behind PB. It's looking unlikely. I need to play within 9 seconds of my sub from here on out. I don't think that's going to happen. But we can still get a 220. Which would have been record like 2 months ago. 2-3 months ago. Yeah, camera pan skips also in 5 through 7. But in general, I'd say no cut's better. Like, because, I mean, for example, Lord of the Rings, you don't need much 1P2C in there. But no cut means you can save like an hour off attempts. Ah, Bearhead is still in chat. I wondered if this would awaken him. Yeah, I completely agree with that, Gus. I mean, you can kind of have the same, almost the same kind of 6 strats. Oh, I got the crest. Let's go. Yeah, you can still have the same kind of strats for no cut and standard. Like, the strats are still just as good. A lot of the time anyway. But 1P2C allows such a wider range of strats and such more creative ways of breaking the games that it's so much better. Yeah, I'd agree with that, Hamster. I'd completely agree with that. Yeah, for LB3 where 1P2C is minimal. No, this is latest comparison. I'm about 50 behind PB right now. LB3 would still be like 16 minutes or whatever if 1P2C didn't exist, because you wouldn't be able to do the map deload. Yeah, no, 50 behind in a no reset relay so far is not bad at all. I'm hoping I can still clutch out a 220. A 220 would be really good. Yeah, you'd have to do the ball clip route for LB3, exactly. What is my RTA PB? I'm honestly not sure. This run I'm comparing to right now, I know is 1 minute quicker than estimate. PB is then 4 minutes quicker than estimate, so that's a 229. Yeah, I think a 229 was right. Waiting a bit longer to play it safe on the resets. Yeah, exactly. I mean, you've got the comparison of LSW3, which I think is the most 1P2C intense game, and something that isn't 1P2C intense, which I can't think of one. What games aren't 1P2C intense? Incredibles isn't that 1P2C intense. Should have dropped in Hermione first, oh well.
LSW1, I think.
LSW1, that's the big one that isn't 1P2C intense. I'm gonna pop to the toilet real quick, I'll be back.
Lego The Incredibles is like the most 1P2C intense game in the whole Lego, I think.
Maybe I'm misremembering, but when you do the skips, those aren't 1P2C, right? Like the hub triggers?
Nah, they all need one. You need 1P2C to get out of bounds there.
Oh, is that what
1P2C saves hours in that game.
I see.
I'm pretty sure there is literally no other way of getting out of bounds without the 1P2C as far as I'm aware.
Oh yeah, this is the longest cutscene, by the way. This cutscene is almost 3 minutes. It's ridiculous. The level itself is like... Well, in no cut, it's a minute 3, I think. I did indeed go to the loo. Yeah, Bearhead should become a handheld runner. Bearhead will become a LEGO Pirates DS main, I can tell.
Oh, yeah. Banger game.
Yeah, that might be a good idea, Gus.
I have been watching Twitch like all day, and I feel like I've only seen 3 advertisements.
That's not bad. Must be nice.
No, like 3 unique advertisements.
Oh, right.
Repeated over and over again.
Love that. Alright, that was a clean 1P2C section. Mood about the ads. Honestly, Twitch ads are just trash. We don't stand Twitch ads.
Honestly, Twitch ads would not be that that bad if there were just more of them. I'm tired of seeing like only 3 ads.
Yeah, I know what you mean. YouTube ads have gotten really awful. I haven't noticed that much of a change on YouTube, although I do have ad blocker on laptop, so if I'm watching YouTube on PC it doesn't affect me. Yay, time save. Actually, not time save, my bad.
I remember on YouTube, like, I got, like, no Instagram ads. Then I, like, decided to like, get Instagram for a brief while. I don't have it anymore, but I got it for a brief while. Mostly just for personal stuff, but then I uninstalled the app because I didn't really use it. And then it started giving me nothing but Instagram ads, and then I reinstalled it, and I'm still getting the ads constantly.
Gotta love adverts. Hamster, you can reset after every... I don't think it's after every cutscene. You could definitely reset after every level. But, obviously it's only worth it when there's cutscenes after the level. Also, I don't know if anyone's checked 6-hour slow mode recently, but have you seen the absolute slander that Bearhead has put in there as of 2 minutes ago? It is disgraceful what he said in there. Oh, nice, Hamster. Nice. Yeah, if you're watching on your phone, then obviously you can't really use an ad block. Old man yells at cloud. Love that. Yo, Alexa Chu, thank you for the good luck. Good morning. I'd see a hamster, at least for a bit.
Yeah, honestly, going off of what Seed said, I have honestly no idea how anyone can say no cut is more important than 1P2C.
I mean, no cut is a lot more quality of life. 1P2C is kind of variety of strats. I feel like that's where the difference lies. That's kind of the way I see it, anyway. Bearhead, do you even run games with no cut?
Oh yeah, the games you run is also kind of important. Like,
Yeah.
like I mostly have been running like Lego Movie, which doesn't have no cut. DC Supervillains doesn't have no cut. A lot of all the earlier ones don't have no cut, so
Yeah.
that's another thing. All of the most popular games don't even have no cut in the first place. So it's not even quality of life for those, it just doesn't exist.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. TCS, Batman, and LAJ1 don't. But I think no cut has opened up running to a lot of other games. For more people. Which is always good.
Yeah, but also, like, I feel like, as far as I'm aware, most of the people are, like, going from, like, one of those more well-known games to a different game. Like, at least
Oh, yeah,
gets introduced.
absolutely.
Yeah, and that wouldn't exist without the community, and most of that I feel like would be a lot worse
Yeah.
without 1P2C.
Yeah, I could see that as well. Definitely. Yeah, LB1 doesn't have no cut because cutscenes are already skippable. That's a very good point.
Actually, kind of weird thing. Lego Movie 1 does have no cut. It just doesn't do anything.
Yeah. Leah does raise a very good point. Accessibility with 1P2C is a lot more difficult. It's a lot more scary as a barrier. Anyone can do it. That's the truth. Anyone can do it, but it's a lot more of a scary thing to think, oh, I've got to control 2 people at the same time, kind of thing.
I don't think it's
Well,
scary.
yeah, but either way, honestly, like, even if it is like worrying because it's such a huge barrier, like that exists in so many other games.
Yeah.
Like,
true.
remember in like Mario Odyssey when everyone was thinking, "Oh man, I have to factory reset my Switch to get 1.0 for Odyssey."
Yeah.
Like, that's much bigger of a barrier than 2 controllers.
Yeah. I mean, also in Odyssey, you have like, is it 04 dude that does 1P2C any percent and stuff as well?
Yeah. But also maybe Odyssey isn't the greatest example because now 1.3 is better than all of them. But
Yeah. Yeah, anyone who can physically do it can do it. That's a good way of saying it, Gus. Plus, if you don't like 1P2C, there's no problem with doing co-op runs instead, because co-op runs are also very fun. No, I misread skip. Okay, let's try again. That's fine.
Alright, well, I'm going to go to bed, and I will be up tomorrow for my run in the morning.
alright, good night.
Good night.
Good luck on the rest of the run, Paxo, and see y'all later.
Thank you. See you later.
I literally fixed my sleep schedule this morning, and now I am ruining it again.
Yeah. I mean, this whole week, I've been waking up at 7 AM for work every day, and now it is 6:38 AM, and I'm on 2 hours of sleep, so who knows what this is going to do to my sleep schedule today.
I've been falling asleep at 6 a.m. lately.
That is most definitely a sleep schedule that exists.
Yep. And then randomly, like this morning, I woke up at 9 a.m. Not feeling tired at all despite my like 4 hours of sleep. So now I'm staying up much longer.
What time is it for you now?
Like 1:30 a.m.
Right.
That's also why I was talking about maybe wanting to switch DC Supervillains with TFA, because I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to wake up at like the 9 a.m. that it's scheduled for.
Right,
But
yeah.
I'll be up at 4 a.m.
Who's doing TFA? It's Seed, right?
No, Chess is doing TFA.
Oh, Chess is doing TFA, right. That wasn't a great Dragons, but I think we're saving time.
Yeah. Seed is doing Avengers, Batman 2, and years 5 through 7.
Cool. Okay, 220 might be dead, but I think we can get a 221 from here on out. We do have a minute 30 we can save in first task, probably. I might just not do loopy skip. Chance Chess is doing restricted any percent for TFA? How come? Is there? Are we sure? Is that fact checked? Yeah, why would you do that? That's like 20 minutes slower, isn't it? At least. Restricted any percent is capped to 60 FPS for the entire run. It was the very first competition category. Exactly 20 minutes slower. Yeah, I mean, even if you can't do a few tricks, you won't do restricted any percent, you'll do a hybrid.
Yeah, there's no way they're going to do restricted.
Yeah, I wouldn't think chess would do restricted. I mean, there's no point. If you can't do a few tricks, that's fine.
Chess learned any percent, so like regular any percent. They did a run in March, so
Yeah.
he knows it.
So he'll do that then, even if he can't do 1 or 2 tricks. Fast Interact is a very FPS intensive thing, right? Woo, more time save.
Also, the estimate they put lines up with their world record for any percent, like unrestricted.
Right. Oh, I have a minute 20 I can save in this split. You know what? I don't think I'm gonna go for loopy skip. I could gamble on a minute 20 time save, but I think I'll just take my minute time save instead and run with that. I think that's fair for a relay run.
Oh yeah, that's absolutely fair.
I mean, it's not normally that bad for me. Like, I've never had it lose a minute 20 before. Until yeah, it was yesterday when I did my run.
Also, after your run, we're definitely going to be over 2 hours ahead of 2022.
Yeah, let's go. That's so hype. That's actually crazy, just for the 1.0 games as well, which have kind of not seen the least improvement, but they definitely don't have the biggest changes in them because they were already pretty well hunted.
You said you were probably going to get a 221, right?
221 IGT, probably a 230 RTA. If I can actually get this jump.
Yeah, in order for you to get us to 2 hours ahead, you need to get anything below a 231.14.
I'll try my best. Yeah, RTA stands for real-time attack. That's just the method of running, I guess, that it's called. So, like, basically saying you're beating it in this many real-time hours. How did I miss? Okay, there we go. Got it. Got the second one. Didn't get the massive warp, but I think we'll get a decent one. Yeah. We got this strat. This hopefully means we have a good chance of a better warp later as well. What I'm looking here is for the non-playing character to die from the dragon. And sometimes they get, like, warped further forwards ahead of you down the track if there's not a correct place for them to respawn behind you. It can technically be manipulated, but it's very weird. So we got a warp there, so that will save a bit. How much ahead am I of the 233? So this is, I'm comparing against a 223, which is a minute ahead of a 233. This was, the run I'm comparing against was a 232 RTA. So it looks like we're going to be Okay, brain has died again. Yeah, it looks like we're going to be
230?
about 223 ahead at the moment of a 233. So we're on 230 pace right now.
That's really good.
I'll take it. Given that we missed both 2.3 and 2.4 CSS. Crazy thing is, if we got even one of them, this would be PB pace.
Yeah, man, that's wild.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Also, like the moment the 2.0 games start, we're gonna be saving tons of time because we're going straight to
Yes.
LCU now.
Yes, and LCU's immediately 3.5 hours. That's our biggest time save. But I think
Yeah,
a lot of the games are like half an hour to an hour of save, just by better gameplay, out of bounds doors and stuff. Assuming quick rec store, of course.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, there's really only one. Also, it was really only LSW1 that had one. It was really only LSW1 that lost time to the previous run, and that was basically going to do that anyway, even if it weren't for the crashes and locks.
Yes. Yeah, makes sense. I mean, Laser did a good job. It was just unfortunate with it was a crash and a soft lock, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, even if they didn't get those, they wouldn't have beaten the previous run. The previous run had a 1:00:24. Which is pretty good when you consider the fact that they were like half asleep when they did that. That
Yeah.
was pretty good.
Nah, I believe in you. I believe in you, DJ Ortho. You got this. By the way, you're welcome to join VC anytime from now. We've got about 12 minutes, I want to say, to the end of the run. But yeah, you're welcome to join whenever. Something might be wrong with the sheet. Oh no. What's happened?
Hey yo,
Hello, hello.
this is I'm watching Poetry in Motion over here on my monitor, watching you. This is incredible.
Cheers. It's going well today. It's nice when it's going like this. It's just the rest of the time that's the problem.
Yeah, I mean that's the big thing is you hope you have those moments
Yeah.
during times like these.
Exactly.
Wait, so Seed, are you saying that it's like? Yeah, are you saying? I'm assuming you're talking about Lego Marvel's Avengers, right?
Yeah, I have 20 minutes left, which will take us to... Has something gone wrong? Yeah. Wait.
Yeah, no, that's right. 50 minutes from now is your run.
Yeah.
That's
right.
That's 2:30 a.m.
Yeah. Of course, 5-hour difference.
You're probably just getting the time zone wrong.
Music choice for this scene always confused me. This game has some interesting music choices. I think they just kind of got a block of music from Warner Brothers that they could use in the game, and then they threw some in places that it wouldn't be. No, because it's a 5... Oh, sorry, Seed. It's a Wait.
It's 1:50 a.m. EST now. EDT now.
Yeah.
So in 50 minutes, it'll be like 2:30, around when it says. It's still kind of approximate, so.
Yeah, it's a 6-hour difference between you. 1, 2. Nice. Last CSS of the run. We got it.
Woo!
2 levels left. Now we just need to hope mermaids are nice to us. Go for 4-6, that is the plan. Otherwise I won't complete the level. Or complete the run. Why did I switch to Hermione here? Did I get all the cutscene skips? No, I missed 2-3, 2-4. Actually, I missed a ton of them. I missed, 1-4, 2-3, 2-4, 3-2, 3-3. Yeah, I missed a lot. Let's see if I can pause on the cutscene. Oh, I could, you know, go for the CSS at the end. That would be kind of funny. But nah, I won't do it this run. I'm not going to do that.
Approximately how many minutes do you have left? I'm just curious.
Hopefully about 7 minutes from here.
Sounds great.
Yeah, the last level, once we get in there, should take about 4 minutes.
Awesome.
In this run, we're going to be, hopefully, about 2 and a bit ahead. 2.5 maybe. Nice clip.
The LCU,
Oh,
by the way,
man.
the LCU run is essentially a little bit of the first chapter and then the last level of the game, but it's all in Danish, so take what you will.
Okay, we've got some interesting cameras here. Took a couple of deaths there, which is a bit unfortunate, but we're good. We're good. Yeah, you break a lot of the game. Like, I've seen
I
runs
think-
of it. It's brutal, or it's just so broken.
Yeah, I remember. I remember me trying to run it, and it was I could not. I just couldn't. It was hard.
It's different. It's got weird, I've found it as a hard Lego game to transition into other,
Yeah.
like, speedrunning other Lego games, because the split screen is different. It's static split screen, and there's some weird mechanics that we use a lot of that are not present in any other Lego games. So-
Extended chickens.
Yeah, extended chicken glides, yeah. There will be a bit of that. You guys were saying, I didn't realize it was 3.5 hours that, well, hopefully that this will save over what the last relay, which is insane.
Yeah, the last relay was a 4:02:34. So
That was a
just
decent
know that
run
you're
at the
saving time. It does not matter how terrible it is. You're saving time.
Yeah. That was a good run from Loopy as well, the 402.
Yeah, they couldn't really get it on camera, but
Yeah.
like,
Oh yeah, it was the slideshow.
Yeah, same with Marvel Superheroes 2.
Yeah.
Also, Paxo, do you think you might be able to bring us to a sub 12 1.0?
What do I need? What time do I need for that?
3.5 minutes.
Yeah. Oh, actually,
Yeah,
no, maybe
a
not.
12-hour flat will be a 2:30:02.
That's close. That's very close, actually. But yeah, we're going into the last split now, so hopefully it'll be about 4 minutes from here.
I also remember I couldn't really do LCU because, like, at the time you could really only do it on like the Nintendo Switch, if I remember.
Yeah. What's nice is that that there are definitely some different things that you've got to do for PC, but there are PC viable tricks now that like for any person that work very very well.
Yeah, because I remember when I was, sorry, I remember when I was trying to run. You still needed to go into Kung Fu, and it used the
Yeah.
method where you unload the map, and like on PC it loads too fast.
Exactly. I that was dark days for PC, but right now, what's nice is that there's actually I'm gonna spend a good long time making sure that my position is updated, but there's a nice little door that deloads just a little bit too slow, right in front of Farmer, so you can just pop in, get that, and you can do it much earlier in the game, and you don't have to do that extra level. It's oh well, no, sorry, that was always the case. What changed is that we just decided to go for the invisible door out in the middle of nowhere. Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember when I tried to run, because I was able to get to the point where you got the farmer, and like you used to do it by like being on the side of the car and push you through, because when you're like dangling off the ledge of the car, you can just go through the wall.
Yeah. Right. Yep.
Yeah, I've been like considering doing a pre TSS solo run and preparing for it.
Oh,
Not for a long time. Don't want to make any promises, but I know that if I were to do that, LCU would definitely be the first game I do.
yeah, that makes sense.
It's a lot of fun. It's oh, I'm saying that now. We've recently like there's some steps that I'm taking in this run. Like I'm personally, my run estimate is still pretty optimistic, but like there are ways to make it purely skill oriented. There was a while there where we just, like kind of took the L and had a very huge fat RNG based element in the middle of it. But right now it's very much a skill that you can practice and it is learned, which is a lot
1 minute to go.
viable for. Okay, I'm gonna go live.
Yeah. Also, Lego City Undercover isn't even the game I'm worried the most about. I'm worried about the games like Batman 2 and
No, I didn't. The 2:30, yeah, it's the relay time one. So the bottom one is for the relay time. So it looks like we're gonna get a high 2:30, I think. Which would be, that's still good for a run. Can't complain.
I get an FPS.
Okay.
But that, yeah.
Okay, 30
That's
seconds.
For the updates.
also no sub 12.
Yeah, no sub 12, but it looks like I'm gonna get just under a sub 231. I'll take that. Right, 10 seconds. And 3, 2, 1, go.
GG.
Thank you, thank you. Gold to finish as well.
God damn.
Right, Thank you for watching,
Yeah.
hanging out, everyone.
Also, that's the end of 1.0, and that is also putting us 2 hours and 19 seconds ahead of the original.
Not
No,
2 hours and
10
19 seconds. It was that close.